Hey everybody, what's up? Big Jason. Welcome to the latest episode of the Breakthrough Email Marketing Show. Today we're going to be talking about, are you making these costly mistakes in your emails? It's okay. A lot of quote unquote experts make them, email marketing experts. Just want to increase the font size of my notes here. How's everybody doing? If you want to chat live in real time, as you know, Google Hangouts has a delay. You can chat in our private Skype group. So load up Skype and then enter in breakthroughemailmarketing.com/Skype. And it'll automatically take you to our private Skype group. It's only for discussing the Breakthrough Email Marketing Show. We don't want to hear about your resources, your services, anything like that. It's merely for asking questions and chatting about what we're discussing here on the Breakthrough Email Marketing Show, okay? If you have any personal comments or reasons why you can't attend or anything personal like that, send it to me privately, all right? Keep my eye out for the chat. Okay. Do you ask how you can get their attention versus their interests? And what I'm talking about mainly is subject lines. Because if you look at all your competitors and they're all jumping around, screaming, trying to grab people's attention, what you can do to differentiate yourself and get even more attention is by sticking out like a sore thumb, by targeting interest versus just attention, or attention plus interest. So instead of merely going for attention, thinking up something crazy, using a movie, get more specific. You can still use curiosity, but just add specificity. Again, like my good buddy, $1 Million Mike Morgan, top copywriter for Agora Financial, likes to say, you need to be broadcasting 24/7, 365 days a year to their favorite radio station, WIIFM. What's in it for them? Okay, so that's one of the costly mistakes I see. So, and for those who say, oh, open rates don't matter, you can't deposit an open rate in the mail, BS, okay? These people don't test. They don't know how to move the needle, all right? They've just, they're satisfied with their average open rate, which it really doesn't fluctuate that much because they don't know how to increase it. They don't know their market. So just because they suck doesn't mean you have to suck. If you've got a relevant targeted offer that the market wants, the more people you can get to see your email, the greater chance you have of making more sales. Doesn't mean necessarily that a high open rate is required to make a lot of sales. Again, if you're using curiosity plus specificity, you could possibly get a lower open rate, but make more sales. But you don't know unless you're tracking that stuff. So it's another point. Got to be able to track sales per email. Someone asked the question, do I recommend if a new copywriter positions themselves as an email copywriter versus a regular copywriter? Heck yeah. That's what I do. I don't even consider myself a copywriter, and technically not even an email copywriter. If you see my LinkedIn profile, I'm known as the email marketing juggernaut. So high-level email marketing strategy, tactics, and copy. So yeah, if you want to niche down, that's going to get you even more because, copywriter is a dime a dozen. You can go to Odesk and get a copywriter, but where can you get a really good email copywriter? Good question. Again, if you want to chat live so I see your questions sooner, go to breakthroughemailmarketing.com/Skype if you have Skype open. All right. So when it comes to using images in your emails, are you asking if what's going to serve my audience better? Having a header image that doesn't restate the company's value proposition or the email's value proposition, whatever you said in the subject line, or using images at all. That's the wrong question, okay? The right question for whether you use the header or not is, does it restate your value proposition for your company or your email? Even if it restates your value for the value proposition for your company, do you really need to have it at the top? Or should you start off your email strong, okay? So if the answer is no, it doesn't serve you, it doesn't mean you shouldn't be using images in your emails. It means you shouldn't have the header, okay? I see this a lot. It's the wrong question to ask. It's not whether you should use images in your email or not, it's whether you should have a worthless header for branding at the top of your email, okay? All right, another one I see is calls to action, whether text or image. So some people ask the question, what's gonna get me more clicks? The text link or the image link? Okay, wrong question. Because why is that the wrong question? Well, because if you've been studying this as long as I have, even like especially back in the AdSense days, you know that images do not necessarily, they're not going to necessarily get you more clicks than the text call to action. But your text call to action could get more clicks because of the image. The image is an anchor, all right? Gives them a good visual. It's good for iPath. It's good for drawing attention to your call to action. But just because your text link gets more clicks, even a lot more clicks, doesn't mean, oh, the image is worthless. Text link gets more clicks. Stop using images. No. So here's what I do. I test a text call to action versus a text call to action and an image. And I don't say, okay, the text call to action in one email got X number of clicks and the image call to action got X number of clicks in the other email. I total the number of clicks with the image and the text versus just the number of clicks with only a text call to action. See how that works? I've seen people screw that up, all right? I'm gonna answer the swipe file in just a second, okay? Because, well, actually, I'll answer it right now. So why does anyone need to pay a copywriter when you can just use a swipe file? You're leaving tons of money on the table because email marketing is much more than copy. I've seen people give email critiques and they're really copy critiques masquerading as email critique, because email marketing is about the right message to the right person at the right time. So there's lots of different variables. There's the landing page. What did they see before that? The time of the month, holidays, world events, a lot of different stuff. And a swipe is not going to do that for you. So yeah, you could use a swipe if you have a really targeted list. You know, pretty much anything's going to make you a bunch of money, or at least some money. But how much money are you leaving on the table by just swiping? It's not going to help you know your market. Okay, so again, about the image and text, what I find is a combination of a call to action, click here, to whip your readers into a buying frenzy, even if you suck at writing copy, and then a really powerful image that actually speaks to that, okay? Versus just plain text. Okay, so let's go over that in case you're joining us late. Subject lines. Are you asking how can I get their attention or how can I get their interest? It's a big mistake. You know, there's AIDA, attention, interest, desire, action. And big mistake is people think that you can only do one at a time, or you should only focus on one at a time. Incorrect. Especially with the subject line, you can actually get their attention by getting their interest, fusion of the two. some more than others. So don't just try to get their attention like everybody else. If all your competitors are just jumping up and down, being clever, get specific. What's in it for them? Do you ask, how many people can I get to click on my email versus how many targeted people can I get to see how awesome my content offer resource is and what it'll do for their lives and their business? In my experience, my testing, it's a huge mistake to ask how many people can I get to click on this email. Huge mistake. You're going to make, in my opinion, generally speaking, a lot more money if you focus on how many targeted people can I get to click on this link. Who is this for? Who's going to benefit most from this? Versus just trying to get a ton of people, because you're assuming that if you target everybody, all the targeted people are going to be part of that group that click on it, whereas the most targeted people could be just like, meh, what's in it for me? I don't really see what's in it for me. I got stuff to do. See ya. Now, that's not necessarily the case 100% of the time. So that's why testing is important. But generally speaking, focusing on how many people can I get to click, totally wrong question. All right, any questions? Fire away. Anything and everything about email marketing, about what I'm talking about, anything else, feel free. I've been doing this for over 18 plus years, so let her rip. And if you ever are curious about how you can learn more, you should see a little ad in the sidebar. If you want to go from the ad to back to chat, just click on chat. Got a little buffering going on. All right. Do you ask solely how many people can I get to the landing pages versus how many people can I get to buy? Now, why would I say that? Aren't you only supposed to get people to the landing page and focus on that and not really sell in the email? Sometimes it's good practice. I've seen some people try and sell every single aspect of the email. They get really long-winded, and you can give people more reasons to say no. But I find that if you target on if you really know your market and you can really laser target one specific aspect of an offer, whether it's yours or an affiliate offer, you can make a lot more money simply by selling the email. A lot of times I do offers to my lists and there's no sales letter, no landing page, no nothing. They click on the link in the email and they go straight to PayPal or ClickBank and they buy. Okay. So a lot of times that is the wrong question. One second here. All right. That is pretty much it. Those are some key costly questions that I see people asking versus the right ones. How can you get their attention and convert it to interest versus just trying to get their attention like everybody else? Should you use a header or not versus should you use images or not? And is text alone better than text and images? Okay. It's not which, in one email, it's not whether the text link gets more clicks or the image gets more clicks. It's whether the combination of text and image will get you more clicks than text link alone. Okay. Again, any questions, fire away. And it's not how many people you can get to the landing page a lot of the time. It's how many targeted people you can get to the landing page. So it's not necessarily how many clicks, although depending on the offer, again, right message, right person, right offer, right time, a lot of different factors sometimes. But generally speaking, how many targeted people can I get to the landing page versus how many people can I get to click? All right, so short and sweet. I don't see any additional questions, so I will hit you back next week for the next episode of the Breakthrough Email Marketing Show. Again, if you want more information on breakthrough email response strategies based on over 18 years of proven results, not guesswork, go to emailresponsewarrior.com. And if you haven't seen the last Breakthrough Email Marketing Show with $1 Million Mike Morgan, one of the top copywriters at Agora, hit me up on Skype at Big Marketing. If you have questions about Email Response Warrior, you've got to see it. He covered some amazing stuff about how he rose from a good copywriter to a great copywriter, able to write for one of the biggest and best direct response companies in the world, Agora, and how to whip your buyers into a feeding frenzy, even if you suck at writing emails and copy, how to write silver bullets that basically penetrate your prospects' fears, skepticism, and all that good stuff. So hit me up, and I will see you next time. I don't see the question in the chat box, so if you want to relay that to me, fire away. So nice, cool day here in Vegas. It gets pretty cool here in the winter, so really nice. I was thinking about going to Paris for Christmas or New York, but it's pretty freezing there. It's nice, moderate temperature right now in Vegas, so maybe we'll wait till the spring to do that. No, Mike did not do the latest paycheck video. He talked about how he was able to write the #1 control ever for Agora Financial. No other sales letter has generated a higher customer value. And he offered a special deal there that you can get the swipe for the control and the 2 variations of the control. And why that's important is because he had to change the sales letter twice based on world events, current market conditions. So extremely valuable. And he's also going to do a private hangout and go through all 3 variations and discuss why he wrote what and where and answer everybody's questions. Yeah, I imagine it's too cold in Europe as well. Example of a interest attention headline, Jason. All right. Reach par 5s into. That's it. That's for golf. Reach par 5s in 2. ... That's attention and interest for the avid weekend golfer who kind of think that's unbelievable. And you could also address cost in there, with your current swing. And today's email that I said, do you make these costly mistakes in your emails? versus do you make these costly mistakes? Or you're making these mistakes. So I added specificity to that. Curiosity plus specificity. So again, the so what. If you're just going for the attention, you might have more targeted people saying, meh, so what? What's in it for me? Versus you might get a bunch of random people that are just looky-loos. And I find it's also, you got to be careful of advice from authority figures who, a lot of the response is just due to the relationship with the authority they have. They have a lot of people raving about them. And so people are just on their list to see what's up, what they have to say. So me personally, I actually don't give 50% of my strategies away, email marketing, just because I know that my authority influence has an effect, and it's not going to be the same for someone who's just starting out. You just launched a WSO product, stuff like that. So again, your offer, your list building, like Andre Chaperon is a stud, especially at storytelling, but his number one superpower, in my opinion, is actually his list building. He's more takeaway. He doesn't want as many people on his list as possible. He wants as few people as possible. He's going for more targeted people. And that's the big problem that I see with a lot of my clients. They're trying to get every single person to opt into the list. Well, your response is going to be a lot less when you do that. Your response is going to be a lot higher. You can potentially have more targeted prospects by going less is more. Cool. Any last questions? If you see any questions that I'm not answering, feel free to copy them into the Skype group. Typically, my weekly show is short. Sometimes I'll have a little topic that I'll discuss and then answer questions. Sometimes I'll just answer questions that you have. So stay tuned. Typically, I try to do them every Thursday, 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. Sometimes I'll do special ones like the one with Mike. If you want to see the replay for that, you can go to breakthroughemailmarketing.com/Mike Morgan. And this special offer that we did, which is interesting enough, a lot of the value in that replay is when we did the offer, because part of the content was how to intensify your offers. And this works in email and in your sales letters. So just seeing the offer and how we were adding additional bonuses and ramping it up is extremely valuable. You can use that. So breakthroughemailmarketing.com/Mike Morgan. The special offer goes away on Monday evening. What date is that? It is the 15th. So yeah, he made a special deal for his My Magic offer and conversion crash course for one small price. And there is the My Magic email offer template that I'm offering as a bonus, and 2 additional hangouts. So you go through both courses, you ask questions, and we're going to do 2 additional hangouts and follow up and answer all those questions. Going to do 2 live critique hangouts where you can submit your emails, offers, sales letters, complete funnels, and we'll give you some constructive bank account busting critiques. And then also Mike, again, is offering the 3 variations of his #1 control at Agora Financial. Nothing has ever generated a higher customer value. And then we're going to do a bonus hangout on that, where he's going to go through everything, why he wrote what and where, answer your questions. So breakemailmarketing.com/Mike Morgan. Or if you're extremely greedy for that type of information, you can go straight to mymagicoffer.com/bundle. All right. Cool. No more questions. I will see you next time. Breakthroughemailmarketing.com. Thank you very much. This is Big Jason, and I will talk to you soon.